Hello, everyone. Welcome to Facebook Live in the Hive. When you join me this evening, please say hello. We're going to be making some more projects, some 3D projects with the Gingerbread Man bundle. So I'm delighted you're with me this evening, and if you'll leave a comment, I will know who is watching. Hope y'all have had a great Wednesday. We will begin in just a minute. All right. So I know we are connected to Facebook. So when you join in, please say hello. Hey, Margaret, how are you? Thank you for being here. I've got some sneak peeks tonight of our November virtual card club. I've got some Halloween pictures of the grandsons. And it's the very last day to sign up for holiday ornaments. So lots going on tonight, a lot to share with you. Hi, Diane. All right. So it's about 7:30 and I'll probably wait one more minute and then we'll get started. Hi, Donna. Hello, Diane. Hello, Gail. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you all had a great Halloween and didn't eat too much candy. We had a really fun time with the grandsons. They're almost 2 now. And I've got some Halloween pictures that I can show you this evening. I did remember to pull those pictures. All right. Yes, twin pics. Exactly, Donna. I've got plenty of twin pics. Yep. How many of you have the Gingerbread Man bundle? I would love to know. Are you trying to order it? I would love to know that as well. We're going to create a few things with it this evening. We're going to do a really simple, easy gift card that takes 5 minutes to make. And we all need those types of gift card holders, don't we? And then I've got a really neat little bath and body treat holder to share with you as well. So we'll wait just a few more minutes. Diane has ordered her Gingerbread Man bundle today. Awesome. So happy to hear that. Great. Hi, Corinne. How are you? Thank you all for being here this Wednesday night. Hi, Nancy. I think Nancy has ordered her Gingerbread Man bundle. So it is available. I believe the Gingerbread Man bundle has a new item number. And it may have something to do with packaging because the packaging is going to transition over to the clear envelopes. So maybe that's why. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started this evening. Please, if you're watching this evening, say hello to us. Let us know that you're out there watching. My name is Tammy Shia. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And welcome to Facebook Live in the Hive. Happy to have you this evening. Just a reminder, I am leaving on Sunday for Backstage, which is in Las Vegas. And so I will be at Stampin' Up! Backstage next week. And so I will not be here next Wednesday night, okay? So make a note of that. I will not be around next Wednesday evening. Hi, Anne. Eating ice cream, Kathleen? I'm jealous. Tell me what kind it is. All right. So, Halloween was last Friday night, and our twin grandsons were the Little Blue Truck and Toad. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about the story, there's a series of books called The Little Blue Truck. And actually, Diane, who's watching, told me about these books when our grandsons were born. It has become their favorite book. Toad actually drives the Little Blue Truck. And so that's what the boys were this year. So I do have some photos for you. So I will do that right now. This is Miles in his little toad costume. My daughter created the costume. She did a really great job on them. Miles has a hood on the back of his costume. And if you pull it up, it's got two big white eyes on it because he was the toad. So, all right. And this right here is Mr. Ferris in his glasses. And it can be a little hard to tell, but he's the little blue truck. And you can see he's the front of the little blue truck with the headlights and that sort of thing. I've got some other pictures to show you that I think will be better. So, and then here's another one. Now, Ferris found a rock in the yard on the way out the door. And so he's holding a rock. He was trying to eat it. So he really didn't know what trick-or-treating was all about. But there he is. Ferris is on the left and Miles is on the right. They are growing so quickly. Oh my gosh, I so agree. And here's another one of these two little rascals. They had a wonderful time. They really, really did. And so did we. And there's another one of these two guys. So I can't wait to hear what y'all's grandkids were for Halloween. I also have some voting pictures. So Miles had a chance to go vote with his mom. See his little sticker? He has a little voting sticker on. And Ferris also had a chance to vote. So he also has a little sticker on. Isn't that cute? And that's my daughter, Andrea. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. You always ask about the boys. So I wanted to be sure that I had some pictures for you tonight. Thank you. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There's a lot going on. Let's start with the ornament workshop. Today is our very last day to sign up, and I'm looking at my names tonight, and I think all of you are signed up. But if you are watching for the first time, or if you've been on the fence about signing up for our ornament workshop, please consider it tonight, okay? Because supplies will be ordered tomorrow. All right, so our first ornament, this is our 14th annual ornament. And I know many of you have asked to see the other ornaments. And because of my arm, it's very difficult for me to go through Christmas boxes and find what I need. And then when my husband gets home, it's like, I don't even feel like looking right now. So you will see them because we'll be decorating for Christmas and I'm gonna pull them all out. I've just been very lazy, okay? So I've got 13 other ornaments to show you for sure. All right, so our first ornament is Peace on Earth. You get a ton of product. Everything is die cut for you. You just need the stamp that says Peace on Earth and the ink, and everything else is die cut for you. You need a hot glue gun. I mean, just very, very easy to put together. So you can definitely purchase the Peace on Earth class. It includes tons of product for $35. You can add an additional kit for $7. You can add as many kits as you want. And I have so many customers who make these as Christmas gifts. I personally make 25. So each family, each couple in the family gets an ornament, and I've been doing it for 14 years. So it really is a labor of love for me. When I put them together, it makes it feel like Christmas to me. And so definitely consider it. You can Facebook message me tonight. You can email me that you want to sign up. And we would love to have you. Now, if you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, you should really come to class. I'm going to have my homemade pumpkin roll and pumpkin bread and hot apple cider and Christmas music. and it starts at 11 a.m. and it'll run till 3 p.m. So, and it can be an open house. You can come at 12 noon if you want. You can come at 2, whatever time that you have that Sunday. So definitely consider coming to be with us because we are a fun group of ladies and we would love to have you if you would like to make the drive, okay? So I'm going to show you where that information is on my blog as well, all right? Now, we also have minis. This is our second year of mini ornaments. And this is one of the minis. And we're using the Festive Friends bundle. Another mini. Another mini. And another mini. So here is all 4 minis. Okay? There they are. And so you can actually purchase a mini ornament kit for $25. You get to create all 4 ornaments. And if you order an additional mini kit, there will be 4 ornaments in that extra kit. So that's really a steal. And it comes with a lot of nice product too. Okay, ribbon and twine and everything you need in order to make your ornaments. All right. So yes. And if you're coming in person, and Diane, thank you for bringing this up. If you're coming in person and you've been to our retreats, then you know all about our famous desserts. Nancy has been helping with the food for retreat probably the last 2 to 3 times. And Nancy makes these delicious pucks. And it's chocolate. It's a dessert. They are so good. They're like this big. So Nancy will be there during the ornament workshop, and she is going to teach you how to make Christmas pucks, and you can sign up for her class as well. And when you sign up for her class, she's going to teach you how to make it, and you're going to be taking 2 home. And the fee for Nancy's class is extremely reasonable. It is $5. And so let me know if you want to sign up for that as well. Okay? All right, now I'll show you the ornaments in person real quick. I'm going to switch over to my hands here. And you're going to notice that our large ornament is in a box. So you also get the nice embellishments for the box. And then we're going to open it up. And this is the ornament. And then you'll have some sheer ribbon for hanging your ornament. On the back, instead of this messy hot glue, you're going to have a beautiful label, and it's going to have the year on it, okay? So this is actually 1 kit, and if you add additional kits, they are $7 each. The nice thing is everything is pre-cut for you. You don't have to do any die cutting. So, it really is a deal. Where else can you buy someone a meaningful gift for $7, right? All right, so now we've got minis, and you can see the size difference, okay? Here's Santa, and then we've got our little elf. By the way, I am at the class teaching you how to create these. If you're doing it online, you get video tutorials. So here are our 4 little ornaments. These are the minis, okay? So wanted you to see these one more time. This is it, okay? Tonight is our deadline. We've had 3 weeks to sign up. Tonight's the deadline, all right? Okay. Tina, thank you so much. Tina says, congratulations on your Stampin' Up! Achievements. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Gosh, I have to look at the list to see what they were now, but I had earned the incentive trip, and I have level 1, maybe it's level 3 sales, level 1 leadership, and level 1 team. So anyway, thank you so much. It's very nice of you to say that. All right, let's see if there's anything else going on. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing I need to show you is the November virtual cards. All right, this is for the virtual card class. I have been doing this class for 6 months. This is month 6. For those of you who have been with me since June, you're going to get a lovely gift when I see you in your class. If you are an online participant and this is your 6th month, you're going to also receive a beautiful gift. All right. Can't wait to share those with you. I'll do a sneak peek later on in the week. All right. So I want to show you those cards. I'm very excited about them. We are using a suite. It's an online exclusive. I'm trying to think of the name of the suite. The bundle is called Delicate Pines Bundle. And it is part of a suite of product. It has beautiful ribbon and embellishments, and I think you're gonna love it. So let me grab the cards for you. You are going to learn how to stamp this gorgeous snowflake. And believe me, it has several steps. Then this is one of your cards. I know, can you believe it's been 6 months, Kathleen? Where does time go? And another card right here. So not only are we playing with snowflakes, we are playing with pine needles, pine cones, poinsettias. And then our last card is a pop-up front card. It is the 16-piece card, ladies. I'm telling you, it's got more pieces than a calendar. So these are our cards for November. So if you're not part of the virtual club, you really need to join. My virtual club ladies will receive a half package of designer paper. They get a full roll of ribbon and a full package of gems. So I'm super excited about those cards, and I can't wait to show you how to make them. With my virtual club, if you're taking it online, you receive video tutorials from me. And there could be 5 to 6 video tutorials each month, along with photos, along with supply list, along with measurements, all right? It's a lot. You get a welcome gift when you join. And when you've been with me 6 consecutive months, you get a bag of goodies. And I'm absolutely loving this year's bag of goodies. I am really spoiling you. So I can't wait to share it with you. I am very brave having a 16-piece card. Honestly, I probably have lost my mind, but we're gonna do it. Oh, good. So Nancy was able to get Delicate Pines. The designer paper right now for Delicate Pines is on back order, but I was able to secure enough designer paper for you ladies. So don't worry about that. You are going to have designer paper, okay? All right, wow. Any questions for me regarding virtual club, regarding the ornaments? This is a great time for you all to ask. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I'm glad you all like the colors. For the cards, I'm using Shaded Spruce, Garden Green, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, and the paper is just gorgeous. Sue, I'm glad you like the cards. Thank you so much. Really worked hard this month to get those out to you all. Tomorrow we finish cutting for the club for the month. And we're just about done. We should finish tomorrow by about 5 o'clock. It is not too late to join Virtual Club this month. No, it isn't. Virtual Club closes on November 15th. So I'm going to show you where to find that information, okay? And then we're going to jump right into the Gingerbread Man bundle, okay? So I'm going to show both of you those things on my blog. Quick review. This is what we created last Wednesday evening. It's an easel card, but it's really an easel treat holder. It has gingerbread Kit Kats tucked inside, along with this sweet little gingerbread boy right here. All right, so I'm going to show you where he is so you can find the supply list along with the video for that, okay? Kathleen says, can you send me item numbers for what I need to order for card class? Yes, for the virtual card class, Kathleen, I can actually do better than that. I can send you the supply list tomorrow because I'm just about finished with the supply list. All right, let me grab my computer and we're going to look up a couple of things. Okay. So we're going to go over to my blog, which is www.becreativestamping.com. Okay? And for those of you who haven't been here yet, this is a facelift to my brand new website and blog. And it's arranged a little bit differently, but different can be good, right? All right, so we're going to scroll down and class offerings. So when you're at class offerings, all you have to do is read about Virtual Card Club and click Sign Up Now. This page is going to take you to virtual card information. I have not updated this yet, but the November image will go right here where the North Pole delivery image is. So that image will change for the month. This was last month. And by the way, those kits are completely sold out, completely. All right, details and rewards, free welcome gift. And once you've been with me 6 months, you get a goodie bag of product. The monthly subscription is listed right here. It is $45. That does include shipping. And you must sign up by the 15th of the month. And you can click one of these buttons to pay. What to expect each month, we can click that and it'll give you what happens during the month. Thank you, Diane. And then my disclaimer. I usually notify everyone the first of the month what bundle it's going to be. But I do have the right to change that if I need to due to inventory, okay? So sometimes that changes because inventory will change on me, okay? So that's how you find the Virtual Card Club. You just go there and sign up and then you'll be subscribed. We're gonna go back to the home page now and we're gonna scroll to the bottom and we're gonna look at recent posts. And I'm bringing you to the bottom because this is last week's post. And just in case you haven't been here, I want you to see where I've put everything. We did some Gingerbread Man tips, tricks, and techniques last week. I've listed them right here for you. Here is the video tutorial. And this is the supply list. So if you scroll down to the very last page of the supply list, it says Gingerbread Man Treat Holder. And you can click download and you can print the supply list. Okay? And then if you want to shop the Gingerbread Man bundle, you just click the word here and it'll take you to my online store. Okay? Any questions about that? So we'll talk about some more Gingerbread Man tips tonight. But if I don't mention these, you definitely want to go back and read these because these will help you when you are creating projects with the Gingerbread Man. Okay? So definitely wanted to show you that. Also, let's go over to the online store. And I'm going to type in Gingerbread Man. And this is the bundle. It is right here, and it says that it's in low inventory, okay? The item number is 165, hang on one second, 165785. All right, that's the gingerbread bundle. You can order it in my online store, or if you're a demonstrator, then you can place your demonstrator order, okay? But it's still available, just in low inventory. All right. I think I've shared that info with you. Any other questions that you might have? Okay. Well, it is time to get started on tonight's projects, okay? So our first project this evening is this little guy right here. And I always forget which way the camera is, ladies. I'm sorry. So here he is. And by the way, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I actually figured out that die. Everybody was so generous to help me with that. So I'll show you the die where it cuts the leg in half or the arm or whatever. And that's where you take a bite out of the gingerbread man. But he's holding a candy cane. And then if you turn it to the side, we've got a little room spray in here, and it's from Bath & Body, and it is the Iced Ginger Snap. And it's got a cute little gingerbread guy on it. Isn't he cute? And the back is just the back of the gingerbread boy. And so here we are. The greeting here, oh snap, is right next to the gingerbread man, but it is actually adhered to the spray, okay? So I do know these can be a bit pricey, these sprays, but I also know that Bath & Body will probably have a special one day where you can buy like 10 for something. So just keep your eyes out for that, okay? So yeah, we're gonna make him tonight. Isn't he a cutie? All right, the other thing we're gonna do this evening is real quick, real simple, which we all need, gift card holders. So here's our little gift card holder. And you just slide off the belly band, okay? And you open it up, and your gift card goes right in that pocket, okay? So we can put the belly band back on, which means our gingerbread boy goes back on right here, okay? Yes, get your peppermint embezzlements. They're the perfect item for the gingerbread man bundle. So when you order your bundle, go ahead and add your peppermints, okay? The peppermint embellishments. All right, well, let's get started, okay? You might want pen and paper because this gift card holder is super easy and you can make a ton of them at one time. And this time of year, don't we need simple and easy? I know I do. I definitely need that right now, okay? All right, so here we go. Okay. So I just wanted to show you the dies real quick. We went over these dies last Wednesday night in great detail. So if you're not sure about some of the dies and how they go together, then go back and look at last Wednesday night's video, okay? And the only issue I had last week was I didn't know what this was. And so many of you were so helpful and told me that is where you take the bite out of the gingerbread man. And so we're going to do that tonight so that you know how to do that, okay? You're going to also notice that tonight my gingerbread man is embossed. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Now last week, my gingerbread guy, we included the little rickrack and all the little details to make him come to life. And tonight, we're going to do the embossing to make him come to life, okay? I'm having so much fun with this bundle, and we're not done with it. You know, I told you I won't be around next Wednesday night because I'll be in Las Vegas at Backstage. But when I come back the following Wednesday, we may be making some more things with this because I'm just having too much fun with it. All right, so that's your reminder. It's this piece right here. You're going to see the die in action tonight, okay? All right, I think we're about ready to get started. And we are actually going to be starting with my Stamparatus, okay? All right. Now, if you don't have a Stamparatus, that's okay. You might have a Misty, and that's okay too. And if you don't have that, all you need is our largest block, okay? But I have the Stamparatus, so I thought, why not make this really easy on me? So let me show you the stamp set. This is the outline of the gingerbread boy. And as you can see, it already comes with the scalloped pieces or the icing. Let's call it the icing, the decoration. That's already built in to this stamp set and to this stamped image, okay? See, that's already part of it. I didn't add that. The face, I added. And the reason you add the face is because you can choose between like 4 different faces. This can be a face. This is a face. This can be a face or buttons. Here is another face. So tonight, when I set up the gingerbread man, I actually added the eyes and mouth. So now I don't have to stamp twice. I don't have to stamp the eyes and mouth separately. They'll all get stamped at the very same time. All right. So we're going to start with a piece of pecan pie. And this measures 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. All right. And so what we're going to do is we are going to just put this in here. I want to make sure I'm going to have coverage when I close the Stamparatus arm. I want to make sure this image is on the pecan pie, which it will be. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to use Versamark because tonight we are embossing. So I'm going to add the Versamark right here. I like to put lots on it. Okay. And then we're going to close. And then I like to just touch it a few times just to be sure that that I'm getting full coverage here and everything is going to have that Versamark line when I open it up. And it does. This right here, and I don't know if you can see it, this little piece right here did not turn out too well. Hang on one second. I probably should have left my paper here, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to redo this little guy. All right. And this time, what I'll even do, just in case I don't get full coverage, I can re-ink. Now, this afternoon when I made my first gingerbread boy, he was perfect. I did not need to do this. But now for some reason, it didn't turn out as well. And so we're just going to go and re-ink it. And that really is the beauty of the Stamparatus, is that you can re-stamp. And again, the pecan pie is 4 1/4 inches by 5 inches. Okay? All right. So we'll go ahead, and this time we're going to press even a little harder if we can. All right, and let's see if we get it. Yep, I think we have it this time. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna give it another little push right there, and I think we're ready. Now, I, for some reason, do not have white embossing powder. So guess what? It is on my list to order. So tonight I am using Shimmer White Stampin' Emboss Powder. And it has some glitter in it. We don't sell this anymore. I could not believe that I did not have any white embossing powder. So again, it's going on the order. All right. And I am going to take this. We're going to move this right out of the way. And now we're ready to heat. And this will take a few minutes. You all can ask me questions if you need to. Anyway, my gingerbread boy will be white. He'll have the white icing, but he'll also be a little glittery. But I had no idea that I was out of white embossing powder. I guess I haven't used it in a while. I learned yesterday that it's also a good idea to heat the back of your cardstock. That tends to help it. Here we go, starting to get a little magic. I remember the very first time that I embossed. I just couldn't believe how magical it was. I just loved it. Sue, I know you love glitter. This is your kind of project, Sue. Sue says, Tammy, you know I love glitter. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, practice your embossing. Absolutely. I'm going to have glitter all over the stamp room. Just make sure we have it all. I'll heat it on the back a little bit too, just to make sure. Donna says she loves glitter. You know, it's really funny. As a child, I really did not like glitter. I'm not that crazy about it now, and I think it's just because it's hard to clean up glitter. But I was desperate tonight. I needed a white gingerbread boy. All right, I think we got him. That should be good enough. All right. And if you all don't have our wonderful embossing tools, oh my gosh, I love it. With the tray and all the different goodies. It is so, so nice to have. All right, so our next step is we're going to be cutting out our gingerbread boy. So I am going to bring in the emboss machine right here, and I might have to zoom out a little bit. Okay, I'm all the way out. And we're gonna open this up. We have platforms 1 and 2 and 3. We're gonna lay this right here. And then we're gonna add this on top. Now, I thought this was very interesting. To me, I thought it was a little hard to line up. And I don't know if you all have played with this or not, but yeah, I thought it was a little hard there to line up. But we have to remember it is a cookie and it's not gonna be perfect, right? So let's go ahead and we're gonna crank this through. And you'll also want to cut another one of these gingerbread boys for the back. So you don't have to emboss the back of the treat holder. You're just embossing the front, okay? All right. Okay, we have one more thing we're gonna do, all right? We're gonna use that die, the die that I didn't know what it was last week. And this is where we take that little bite out and we're going to put it about right here, okay? Now you can use some Post-it tape or Post-it note tape if you want. You all know my technique. It's hold your breath and roll this through and hope it works. So we'll get that done. And it worked. All right, so you can see, have a picture of that, a visual. I'm gonna move this out of the way. All right. And I think we're gonna trim this off and then we're gonna make the box that the room spray is going to go in. Okay, so there's our gingerbread boy. This is the room spray. It's iced ginger snap. That's the name of it. And we're gonna make a box that this little bottle will sit in, okay? All righty. So let's set our little gingerbread guy to the side. And your box needs to measure 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches, okay? Hi, Susan, welcome. Now you're gonna score on both sides at 1.5 inches and at 3 inches. So let's go ahead and do that. Remember, we're at 4.5 by 4.5 inches and we're creating a box. So 1.5, we're gonna score. And we'll do that again at 3. And then we're gonna rotate the cardstock, score it at 1.5. Y'all grab pen and paper if you wanna write this down. And 3 inches. All right. And then what we're going to do is I'll fold so that you can see these score lines. Okay. And we're going to cut up to the very first score line. Okay, like that. And then we're going to turn it around. And we're going to do the same on this side. Okay, so super, super easy box. We're gonna need just a tiny bit of tear and tape. The middle flaps go inside. And let's see, this is gonna go here. And so we are actually going to put the tear and tape here. I should have torn that and made it just a little bit longer, but that's all right. You could also use Tombow liquid glue if you want. You just have to wait a couple of seconds for it to dry. All right. And then middle flaps go in. The left side comes up, or my left, and then this comes up. And you have a box and it will fit your iced ginger snap bottle, okay? All right, so now we're going to embellish our cute little guy here. And we'll start with, let's see, where did I put his little pieces? Let's go ahead and we'll start with his hat. All right, so he's gonna go on the box. But we're gonna start with the hat, and I probably just need to put the liquid glue on the brim of the hat. And I'll put it here, like this. I'm gonna take this little, let's see, That's a little bit shorter. Let me see if I have one already cut. One of last week's tips was to pre-cut a lot of these pieces. And I don't think I have one long enough, but you know what? It'll still be really cute. This has the adhesive on the back. And we talked about the adhesive sheets last Wednesday night. I showed you how to apply them and then how to use them with this bundle. So go back and look at that video if you need to. All right, let's add a scarf. It's going to be a red one tonight. The other sample has green. And we can put that about right there. Then we're going to add some peppermints, because that's the fun part. Go ahead and grab some peppermints while they're still available in the online store. And we'll even put one there. And we'll put a peppermint here as well. I just love the peppermint with this guy. Isn't it adorable? All right, let's see what's next. Let's add a little candy. We're gonna add a candy cane. Again, I've already put an adhesive sheet on the back of this candy cane. Throw that away. This is real red cardstock this evening, as well as garden green. Okay. Now, something I did this evening, because it makes it look like he's holding it, I cut the candy cane in half. Let me zoom in a little for you. And I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to put it on actually the front of the candy cane, and you'll see why. We're going to tuck that right there. Okay? Then we're going to do it again, a glue dot on the very, very front. And now it looks like he's holding that in his hand. See if I can lift that up a little bit. Come on. All right, so doesn't that make it look like he's holding it? Now we're going to take the box that we've just created, and I'm going to add a little bit of Tombow glue. Now this is how I decide where to put the glue. The leg has to be at the same, at the edge of the box, so that when you stand it up, the gingerbread will stand up. If you put it down here, then it's not going to work. So I hope that makes sense. Not doing a very good job of explaining that to you. But anyway, what we want to do is we just want to make sure that his leg is going to be right against the bottom of that box, okay? Now, we've got to put this piece over here. So you know what? Let's see something. I might slide that over a little bit. Yep. And then I am going to, let's see if we can get him on here. I was able to do it. Maybe, hang on. Just might move him over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. And I am going to hold this. All right. There we go. He is barely hanging on to the box. Let's look at the original. This is actually the original. So it's just a little bit hanging on to that box. So I guess I did that okay. Yes, it does hurt, Susan. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So that part is how we do that. We're going to flip this over. And then I've already cut an additional gingerbread boy. And I am just going to do that. And then he's going on the box too, but this is the back of him. And so he doesn't need anything. I mean, you could ice him if you wanted. That would be cute if you just had the white icing on him. Again, you want to make sure that his leg is lined up with the bottom of that box, okay? Let's see if I can't move that over a little bit. Then we have our cute little gingerbread guy. I've already done a O snap. This die cut right here, this basic white die cut, is part of the gingerbread man dies. And then the O snap is part of the stamp set. And so you just stamp that in garden green. And then our little guy fits just like this. And if it's standing up, then you've got the words right next to the little guy there. All right. So here's both of them. I just kind of reversed them this evening. So garden green hat, real red scarf, garden green scarf. I embossed it. I need to grab white embossing powder. Note to self, y'all check your embossing powder inventory and make sure you have some. Peppermints are amazing, so grab a pack of those as well. And some pecan pie. Grab some adhesive sheets. And then, of course, we've got the cute little candy cane. So I hope you like this little guy. I think he's really fun. Oh, good. Nancy's going to make this for her church ladies. So Nancy, if you're going to do the room spray, just keep watching Bath and Body and see, because they will have a sale on the room sprays and it'll be a good one. You just kind of have to wait for it. Okay, sorry, that was my water bottle. All right. So if you're happy with that, and I hope you are, it's really quick and easy to put together. Again, the biggest tip I can ever give you is make candy canes before you get started. Cut out all your hats and scarves. That way, when you go to build a card or 3D project, all those tiny little things are already done for you. My other big tip tonight is when you put your gingerbread outline on a block or on the Stamparatus, go ahead and add the face. That's going to save you a second step, okay? I've got one more for y'all tonight, so Susan, don't leave yet, okay? All right. All right, well, let's move this along. I'll get pictures of these, and they'll be over on my blog as well. And again, I'm loving this set, so you're probably going to see some more of it when I come back in 2 weeks, okay? Now, this is our sweet little gift card holder, and this is very quick. It doesn't take a lot of paper, and we all need those quick gift card holders, don't we? Okay, so if you open it up, you've got a little pocket in here. And that little pocket is where a gift card will fit, okay? So let's get started with measurements. And you may want to write this down. You are going to want, and I'll get rid of some of my notes here because don't need those. That's not going to help you. Hang on. Okay. So let's measure. This is the gift card holder. Okay, so let's measure the paper. Let me find my ruler. And it is 5 inches by 7 3/4 inches. Okay, and by the way, you can get 2 of these out of 1 sheet of cardstock. Okay. Would the gingerbread Kit Kats fit inside the box? Absolutely. What a great question, Donna. So Donna's asking about the Kit Kats. And guess what, Donna? We can put some in here. I don't see why we can't get Donna, I think you're going to be able to get 4 in here. It's a little smushed. I think 3, okay? So go with 3 of the Kit Kats. But yeah, it'll definitely fit in there. Absolutely. That is a great idea. Okay. All right, so we've got our gift card holder, and we're going to bring in our personal trimmer. Yeah, Stampin' trimmer, because we've got to score, okay? So we're going to score along this side. And hang on, I just want to check the measurement. Yes, 7 3/4. That's right. We are going to score at 1 3/4. I'll scoot this down so that you can see. 1 3/4. I'm going to put a score line there, and then 5 1/4 inches is our next score line. Okay? And that's it. So this is the gift card holder, everybody. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold on those score lines. Okay, I'm going to zoom out just a teeny bit. Okay, so this is the bottom that's going to hold the gift card holder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure. We've got 5 1/2 inches across. So that means that the middle is at 2 1/2 inches. All right, so I'm putting a little tick mark there. And then I am going to take my circle punch, which is 1 1/2 inches. You can use 1 1/4 inches. You could use a 1 inch, 1 3/4, whatever circle punch you have. And then what I'm gonna do is, see my middle? And look, I'm just guessing, all right? It may not be straight, but that's okay. It's a quick gift card holder, right? All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to grab, and this wants to move around everywhere. We're gonna grab our DSP. Now, this DSP right here is from this package right here. It's called Christmas Tags and More. The paper is absolutely darling. This is what we used last week on our treat holder. You've got lots of nice little die cuts, and then you've got all this pretty paper. And if you're doing my mini ornament class, you're getting a full package of the paper. So you will be getting some. All right, so we've got 6 by 6 inch paper, and it needs to be 4 3/4. So we're gonna move over to 4 3/4, and we're gonna cut. We are not going to need this. We're gonna turn our designer paper and cut at 2 1/4, and another piece at 1 1/2 inches. This is left over, and we're not going to be using it. All right? By the way, this looks like mistletoe on the paper. Okay, so this gets to be real easy now. You can use Stampin' Seal. You can use Tombow liquid glue if you want to apply that. And this is the outside of the gift card holder. And so we are just going to center this right along there, okay? That is the top. And then we have one more piece to go. And we're going to add it right. And I know that's really hard for y'all to see. It's hard for me to see. We want about 1/4 inch all the way around. So that part is done. We need to punch again. And we've gotten rid of that. And now we're going to add tear and tape. Y'all see how easy this one is coming together? Oh my gosh. Becky says she can't wait to get the kits. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. The Gingerbread Kit Kats. I have a big secret, Diane. They're last year's. I use them for my samples, so I don't eat them, okay? But they're last year's, but you will be able to find them, and you'll probably find them in a bag because they're mini Kit Kats. So it'll be a bag of Kit Kats and it'll say gingerbread on it. So I just use that as my sample now. All right, so you all see what I did. I used tear and tape. I created a pocket for that gift card. And now we want to bring in a belly band. So let's measure it. I'll move this up so we can measure. It is 8.5 inches by 1 inch. All right. I'm not even going to put a score line in it. I'm going to lay it like this. I'm going to wrap this around, but when I wrap it around, I'm going to be a little loose over here. I'm not really pulling it tight, okay? And that's important. Don't pull it too tight. You're right, Donna. Target does have them. You're right. That's probably where I got mine. Yep. And then we're going to bring this over. Again, I'm not pulling tight. I want to be able to slide off the belly band, okay? So now my belly band, I can slide, okay? And I made this gingerbread guy last week, and so I'm going to use it this week. And if you want to know how I made him, then you can look at last Wednesday night's video over on my blog, becreativestamping.com. But he was made last week. He has a cup of coffee in his hand. So wouldn't this be great if it was a coffee gift card? Here is another sample. I just love, love, love the designer paper in this book. It is just amazing. In this paper pack, I should say, not book. All right, any more questions for me this evening? Please get signed up for the ornament class. Don't miss it. It's gonna be awesome. See if I can straighten up my name there. If you need to email me regarding questions about tonight's video, about virtual club, or about the ornaments, my email is tammy@becreativestamping.com. You can also message me right on Facebook and I will get your message, okay? All right, Susan, are you signing up for the ornament class? I hope so. I haven't looked at my roster. Maybe you're already signed up, but I haven't looked at the roster today, so anyway, I'm so glad you guys like them. This gingerbread boy is adorable. If I were you, I'd make tons of pieces and cut lots of gingerbread boys, and then you're going to be able to create lots of projects with it, okay? And don't forget about Virtual Club. I'd love to have you join me this month. All right, everyone. I can't think of anything else. Just a reminder, I will not be here next Wednesday night. I will be in Las Vegas at Backstage. And I will see you the following Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And yes, I am going to see many of you this Saturday in my new stamp room. And I'm excited to share my new room with you guys. All right? Thank you, Diane. Thank you for the safe travels. I appreciate it. All right, everyone. Have a great Wednesday night. Take care, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.